Today, I'm sharing three cinematic experiences that have deeply affected me over the past couple of years. I try not to spoil the story of the films so that you can immerse yourself in their worlds, discover them on your own, and feel the excitement. Let me take you on this journey with me, and I hope these films will move you the way they moved me. Let me start with a film that completely caught me off guard. I walked into the theater with certain expectations, and from the very first frame, I realized I was about to experience something I had never seen before. This film challenged every assumption I had about storytelling, about visual design, about what a period film could be. Yorgos Lanthimos has created a visual world that feels both familiar and utterly strange, like stepping into a dream that's half memory, half imagination. Every frame is carefully crafted with incredible attention to detail. The production design doesn't just create sets, it creates entire worlds that feel lived in and fantastical at the same time. Each location tells its own story, and the costumes, oh, the costumes tell their own narrative throughout the film. They evolve and transform in ways that mirror the deeper themes of the story. What struck me most was how fearlessly this film explores its themes. There's a boldness here that's rare in cinema, a willingness to go to places that other films might shy away from. The cinematography uses creative techniques that make you feel like you're seeing the world through completely fresh eyes. It's like being a child again, discovering colors and shapes and movements for the very first time. And Emma Stone, her performance is something truly special. It's both vulnerable and powerful, innocent yet knowing. I found myself completely absorbed in her character's journey, feeling every discovery, every setback, every moment of growth. There were moments where I forgot I was watching a performance at all. It felt like witnessing someone's actual transformation. The film earned 93% on Rotten Tomatoes and won the Golden Lion at Venice, along with 11 Oscar nominations. It went on to earn over $80 million worldwide, which proves that audiences are hungry for original, bold storytelling. But beyond all the awards and box office numbers, this film sparked conversations that are still happening. People are still debating its themes, still discovering new layers of meaning with each viewing. It's bold, it's beautiful, and it left me thinking about it for weeks afterward. I would find myself remembering specific scenes at random moments, while walking down the street, while having coffee with friends. Sometimes cinema surprises you in the most wonderful ways, and this film was one of those beautiful surprises that reminded me why I love this art form so much. Denis Villeneuve has achieved something truly remarkable here, something that honestly seemed impossible when this project was first announced. This film took everything I loved about the first Dune, the visual grandeur, the complex themes, the incredible world building, and expanded it in ways I didn't expect. The scale is absolutely breathtaking. Every scene feels enormous, yet intimate at the same time, which is such a difficult balance to achieve. When I watched this in IMAX, I felt completely immersed in this desert world. I could almost feel the sand between my fingers, could almost taste the spice in the air. That's the mark of truly exceptional filmmaking, when the technical craft becomes so seamless that you forget you're watching a movie and start feeling like you're actually there. The visual storytelling is absolutely stunning. Greg Fraser's cinematography captures landscapes that feel both ancient and futuristic. There are moments where a single shot tells you everything you need to know about character relationships, about the political situation, about the emotional stakes. And Hans Zimmer's score, it builds on his previous work to create something that gave me chills multiple times throughout the film. The way the music integrates with the sound design makes every moment feel significant and powerful. I was particularly moved by how the film handles its complex themes about power and destiny. These aren't simple concepts, and the film doesn't treat them simply. It asks difficult questions about leadership, about the cost of change, about what we're willing to sacrifice for what we believe in. This is science fiction that makes you think while it takes your breath away. With $715 million worldwide and 92% on Rotten Tomatoes, this film proves something important, that thoughtful filmmaking and popular success can absolutely go hand in hand. But beyond all the technical achievement and commercial success, this film reminded me why I fell in love with cinema in the first place. It reminded me of the power of big screen storytelling, of what can happen when visionary filmmakers are given the resources and freedom to bring their dreams to life. J.A. Bayona has created something that stayed with me long after I left the theater. This film, based on true events that many of us are familiar with, explores human strength in ways that are both heartbreaking and deeply inspiring. What impressed me most was the incredible respect shown for the real people and their story. It's evident in every single scene, every creative decision. The cinematography captures both the harsh, unforgiving beauty of the mountains and the intimate human moments with equal care and attention. There's never a moment where you feel like the camera is exploiting the situation or trying to sensationalize the tragedy. Instead, it observes with dignity and compassion. What impressed me most was how authentic everything felt. The performances by the ensemble cast, many of them relatively unknown actors, feel completely genuine. You never feel like you're watching people perform. It feels like you're witnessing real people in impossible circumstances. The makeup and prosthetics work is incredibly detailed, but it never feels like it's showing off. Every technical element serves the story and honors the memory of the real people involved. This film doesn't shy away from difficult truths, but it handles them with such dignity and respect. There were moments where I had to remind myself to breathe, moments where the emotional weight of what these people endured became almost overwhelming. But the film never feels manipulative or exploitative. It earns every emotional response through honest, careful storytelling. The film won 12 Goya Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director, and received 2 Oscar nominations. But what matters more to me is how it honors the memory of those involved while celebrating the incredible strength of those who survived. This isn't just a survival story. It's about what makes us human when everything else is stripped away. It's about love, sacrifice, and the bonds that hold us together when the world falls apart. That's what great cinema does. It makes us feel more connected to our shared humanity. These 3 films represent what I love most about cinema. They challenge us, they move us, and they stay with us long after we've left the theater. Whether they're exploring themes of identity and freedom, creating mythic worlds that expand our imagination, honoring human strength in the face of impossible odds, each one proves that film is so much more than entertainment. It's a way of understanding ourselves and our world. Cinema at its best doesn't just show us stories, it shows us new ways of seeing, new ways of feeling, new ways of being human. I encourage you to experience these films for yourselves. Each one has something different to offer, and I'd love to hear how they affect you. I read your comments with all my heart. Thank you for joining me on this cinematic journey. I'll see you in the next video.